let's clean up over here. Oh, that's pretty good. M HR DRP RPF. Donkey Kong Country 324. Oh, I get it. The minor issue is you don't actually take damage when you land on the thing. So oh shoot. What the hell are we gonna do here? Okay. Alright, car is not doing too well. Rip. No sleep, only dabbing. Hey Tapioca, how's it going? Did you pick up the SNES controller as well? From the Nintendo company? Nope. I'm really liking it so far. I mean, it feels like the plastic is completely different. It's got a different texture than a SNES controller. But the D-pad is very nice. The buttons are very nice. I'm not following the coins. I'm curious how much of the level I can do without just ignoring all of the stuff, the cues. Okay. I don't actually know. So this was a level by HTML, H to the TML, who used to play Mafia back in the day. I don't quite know what they were going, like, if because they put the spikes down, and I assume that you're supposed, there were like areas with coins where it was like telling you to like avoid the spikes. So I think maybe they thought the spikes take damage. Hey Zanzuki, how are you going? But they don't. So I don't know if that was, maybe that was intended, or maybe that was part of the like design, like it was meant to look cool and remind you of DKC3, but not be excessively hard. I don't know. Oh no. Well, it's certainly, you can certainly get a lot of precision with the SNES controller. How are you doing tonight, Zanzuki, by the way? Okay, let's make sure we don't get banned by Nintendo. It goes well other than hurting your back. Uh-oh, how did you hurt your back? That's no fun. Ah, it's like a Bob Ross stream now. It takes forever to draw with this. Ah. But you do get your precision. Okay, so bananas usually have... Oh boy. This drawing with this controller was a mistake. It's superior to Adobe Photoshop indeed. I was gonna put little edges on the bananas, but let's just start out right in the text. Washing dishes. Guess I had myself in a bad position. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully it's one of those things that just goes away in a couple days, right? Oh. Yeah, you probably want to use the Switch Pro controller for drawing. Ah. Oh. Oh, I see. I think it will good. I promise we're almost done with this art piece. Look at this precision. Banana. No. Definitely worth the wait, right? Oh, banana. Oh, banana. Switch Pro controller could fix this. Seems to me you would need to use a touchscreen. It's okay with a Switch Pro controller, actually. But the SNES controller is really, really slow, apparently, for the drawing. Otherwise, feels really good so far. Did I get any other stuff? I said I had more notifications, but I didn't check them. Nah, it's old. Alright. Cool adaptation of DKC minecart. Rip, that's the last one. Okay, well, let's try out the new controller with some of the popular super hard levels. Hot steppin'. I'm worried I'm gonna bonk my head there, but... So I'm jumping a little too late. Okay. Oof. So I think I still have to fall down there. Okay, so I can bonk my head and we'll be okay. Ooh, that's pretty tight. Can you still use the amiibo? Oof. I saw the track, but for some reason I didn't think it would go that way. Compile Super Mario Maker 1 with this ago. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say probably, but that would just be a complete guess. I never bought any amiibo. Yeah, they just didn't quite appeal to me. Because how much is the amiibo? The amiibo is like 15 bucks. It's like, hear me out. Can spend 15 bucks on an amiibo, or save that up and buy like a nice anime figurine, right? So the choice was clear to me. Slopes, man. Oh, so damn. So Zanzuki has the tech. You buy both. You get the best of both worlds. You get the waifu, and you buy an amiibo that works with. It's like an anime figurine that works with your Nintendo Wii/Switch. So that's good thinking, Zanzuki. I feel like that's super tight, and I have to wait till I'm right on the edge of the platform before I make that jump, but I think it's way more forgiving than I make it be. Also, the coin placement is weird, because the coin placement makes me feel like I gotta get right to the edge there, if that's supposed to be indicating me. Just like Samus, I mean... I like Samus too. Particularly the Zero Suit variety. See, if I jump early, I bonk my head. It's a bit of an issue. If I jump too late, I don't get the jump off. This first jump, maybe I'm just, I don't know, maybe I'm just bad. It's very possible, but it feels tight. Metroid Prime 4 is doing outtake. Yeah, what's the latest news on that? So I have a dirty confession to make. I never played any Metroid games. I think they look really good. I've intended to play Super Metroid for a long time, but I just never got into the series. I know it's really good, but... Ah, damn, that's tricky. Because I didn't quite know what to expect, and you can't make that jump on a reaction. You need to build up running speed. Damn. Looking forward to trying like a Super Mario World level with a lot of items with this controller, because my issue with one of my big issues with the Switch Pro controller D-pad was you'd get these weird phantom inputs. I can tell already just by feeling this D-pad that it's a lot better designed. Because the thing is, if you looked on the Switch Pro controller D-pad, at least the version that I had, I don't know if they improved it. Like when you depressed either left or right button of the D-pad, more on that in a second. Okay, when you depressed either left or right button on the D-pad on the Switch Pro controller, you could tell it was very close to depressing up or down as well, particularly up for some weird reason. So you get a lot of phantom up inputs with the Switch Pro controller D-pad, which I've heard them called phantom inputs, but if you look at the controller, you can definitely see by its design how it's accidentally inputting up, and that's bad for Super Mario World and Mario Maker, because if you've got a shell and you're I can tell just by like it's a huge improvement. I look down at my finger pressing right. You can tell it's not anywhere close to depressing any other direction on the D-pad. So yeah, if you have to do like a shell throw forward in Super Mario World, every so often you just throw it up, and it was just like baffling. And that's because if you looked on the controller, it's very easy to touch up how it was designed. Metroid Prime 4 development got reset because Nintendo wasn't pleased with how... Really? I didn't hear about that. I was unaware. Don't want to play Super Metroid without a decent controller. Just feels awful without the right controller. Don't like the drifting on the Joy-Con controllers. Yeah, that was apparently a known issue. A lot of people had that. I played... I hardly used the Joy-Con. I used them for Odyssey because I was waiting for a deal on the Switch Pro controller. So I used them for Odyssey and also to try out. I don't know if anybody else feels this way. Are you kidding me, game? Also, where am I finding that hopefully they're to the right of that flag there, and it's just a debate. I'm missing 2 coins. Does anybody else feel like when they got their Switch, besides Breath of the Wild, it's weird. I feel like the first year and a half, 2 years, I forget exactly how long of the Switch launch. It was probably over 2 years. There was like nothing for it. Hey, Moko. There were very few games for it, and then all of a sudden we're like the complete opposite for that. Like there's so much on the Switch. It was maybe like building up that third-party support. I don't know. But yeah, now there's a lot of stuff. It may be the best Nintendo console. It's a hard category to give a winner to, but it's definitely a contender for best Nintendo console. We'll put it, I don't know, let's put it this way. Definitely contender for best Nintendo library on a console. Let's see. I don't like, yeah, the drifting. Mine was doing that, but then I dropped it and it stopped. Why does Twitch chat look so gross now? I don't know, but I don't use Twitch chat. I use like a third-party program to look at chat. So I get to completely sidestep the issue with Twitch's new layout. I did actually take a peek. I actually had refreshed. I experienced Twitch's new layout. Like minutes when it went live. Like I had Twitch open in the morning because I'm a degen and fall asleep watching Twitch way later or earlier than I should be up. Thought it was going to go up. And yeah, I happened to refresh it, and all of a sudden I had the old layout refreshed, and I got the new layout, and I was like, oh, I see. I can't wait to hear all of the negativity tomorrow when other people experience this. Because change is bad, right? I don't know. I have no opinion on the new layout. I don't know. I don't use it enough. I also use Streamlink Twitch GUI, which lets me watch streams outside of browsers, so I don't even have to look at the new layout. Also, I would recommend that application, especially if you're not happy with Twitch's changes. Streamlink GUI. I fell for it again. I see the track. I think it's going to go up. For instance, I think Super Metroid could be a good game, but I don't like the way it feels without a Super Nintendo controller. Oh, for sure, yeah, Super Nintendo controller top tier, because Tapioca is in it. Makes sense. That's why the chat's so bad. Underneath the rubber of a joystick, and it stops working for me. Weird. Joy-Cons to stop drifting and make the price of the newer Joy-Cons. Yeah. How much do the Joy-Cons cost? Like a pair of Joy-Cons costs what, $60? I think the Joy-Con issue's been fixed in the newest Joy-Cons, right? The drifting issue. I don't know if this is true, and I heard like conflicting reports, but if you like complain to Nintendo and send them in, they fix it for free. Fix your Joy-Con drift for free, right? I mean, the console comes with a warranty, right? And the Joy-Cons are obviously a part of the console, like they connect to it. So, or is that not the case? I don't know. I'm lucky. I haven't had an issue. Haven't had to. Yeah, the pair Tapioca bought was $300. Tapioca tells a lot of good stories, but that's one of my favorite. Because I remember when it's one of those stories that doesn't seem like it'd be funny, because it's really simple. But I have this image in my head of Tapioca getting super excited because his Switch finally came from Amazon. Because like Smash was super hype, and there's like a tournament that was gonna happen, like the Pi Discord or something. MMD was like exclusively playing Smash. That's all they could talk about. And Tapioca gets his Switch. He opens it up and it's just two Joy-Cons. How cruel is the world? Oh boy. Yeah, that was great. I laughed way more than I should have about that, but it was... I'm glad it was pretty... Like, Amazon's customer service is pretty good, but... What if you ordered a Switch, took the Switch out, and put the Joy-Cons back in the box, and then wrote to their support, like, all I got was the Joy-Cons, man. I don't know. I could see a lot of shipping companies being like, no, we definitely sent you a Switch. You're just baiting us. But apparently he got it resolved. He got like a refund and just went to GameStop and bought a real one. The actual console. What shouldn't have to be fixed? Yeah, fair. Agreed. That level's pretty cute. Yeah, Amazon's customer service is really good. I've had issues with stuff they sent me. I've never been dissatisfied with the customer service when I've had to reach out to them. And it would seem otherwise, right? Like Amazon's like one of those huge companies that tends to have, I don't know, huge companies as big as Amazon. They generally like if I don't know, like we can talk about like cable companies is a great example. The customer service is downright awful. So, okay. You'd think Amazon would sort of be the same way, but it's really good. I think Super Metroid is not designed for other controllers, which is why I don't like it personally. Well, I mean, don't you just buy like a SNES third-party controller with USB or a USB to SNES adapter and play an emulator then, Zanzuki? Like, there's so many games I can't imagine playing without a SNES controller, or at least a D-pad centric controller. Like a lot of old RPGs, some 2D platformers, Super Metroid as you mentioned. So, do you have some kind of way to emulate those on your computer with a SNES controller? Me and my folks never had any problems with Amazon. Same. Uh-oh. Did I screw myself? I think I screwed myself here, yeah. This level is weird. I don't know what to feel about it yet. I think it's a cool idea, but I don't know if it's fun. Because you sort of have to anticipate, like... Well, for one thing, you can never tell if the thwomps have parachutes on or not. So you don't know how much time you have to spend. Okay, so I need to hit the on and then jump? I don't know what I do there. Probably? I think I have to go there really fast. Also, this first jump is a Sagiri Blah. Hey Muck, how's it going? How's your night been? That's dumb. Nah, I don't want to do this level. Sagiri Blah. Our issue might be we're on the hot courses and not the... Yeah, I need to get off the hot courses. I should get on the popular courses. I forgot that's the tag I usually search. Popular courses are like consistently good. Hot courses is just whatever got drummed up in like Super Expert or whatever lately. Whatever just magically is being played randomly in Super Expert endless attempts. But these are like ones people have actually liked. Double shell jump consistently. No, thank you. It's literally the whole level, and this is what passes as a number one popular Super Expert course this day. Look at the thumbnail. I think this is literally just do 2 shell jumps 5 times. That's the name of the level. Alright, I'm curious. Team Shell. I'm not going to do it, but I want to see if that's literally the entirety of the level. Then I'm going to be upset that people upvoted it so much. It's a meme course. You can't even land. Okay. Alright, forget it. Cool idea. On Wii didn't own Wii Pro controllers, so it was not fun. Yeah, the Wii controller for like Wiimote for non-Wii games is bad. Just some fun platforming, smiley face. PoE out. Peace out. Oh. I have bad eyes, apparently. And also obsessive PoE. I guess, does that mean you're headed out for the night, Moko? Oh, no. Peace out of that level. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, peace out of that level. No thank you. Oh, you use a GameCube controller. Oh, that's right. You can use GameCube controllers with the Wii. Well, yeah, that's not a good D-pad controller, but... What am I... Do I just need to wait there? Hold me in SG. Okay, true. True. It's on my second monitor. And... and I have bad eyes, true. The Marios have ruined my eyes. It's totally that. It's nothing else. I love the GameCube, but yeah, D-pad in GameCube is not usable. Big agree. For anything other than taunting and melee. Yeah, Marios. Too many Marios. Oh, okay, I think I get it now. Starting with Mario Party all night, yeah. Mario Party Netplay has been a lot of fun. I wish it just didn't take, like, 2 hours. Like, why does it take 2 hours to do one game of Mario Party Netplay? A lot of it, I think, is just... Because you're like, I think a lot of, like... I also do it. Like, read Discord when it's not your turn, and then all of a sudden it's your turn. And then a lot of, like, you don't realize it's your turn right away. So that's just everybody standing around for, like, 30 seconds to a minute while you figure out it's your turn. N64 controller to play Super Metroid? That might work. You won't have the L and R buttons though. Conveniently. I thought it was okay. I didn't see the track there. Everybody's turns can vary too. People look around, buy things, cheat. Is that Moko's secret to success? Moko, do you want to play Pokemon Stadium with us tomorrow? Does anybody want to play Pokemon Stadium with us tomorrow? Yes, really? Am I getting debated? This is way too enthusiastic. I feel like, let's see. This is just the lead up for a joke from Moko, I can tell. Obviously, I knew it. Man... I told myself not to get... I knew as soon as I saw it not to get my hopes up, and I still got my hopes up. Same, I haven't played Pokemon Stadium in years either. But, Nabs and Civil Yoshi, and I don't know, maybe Ozzy is in on it too, but I'm not sure. I think he said he's been pretty busy with work, or he's gonna be pretty busy with work soon. And they're gonna do Rando, so... Rental Rando... and actual randomized ROM. Randomized... I don't know what they're gonna randomize. At least moveset, I think. Okay, what does it want me to do with this POW? Well, that's... I like how it had to give me a guide for that. Like, here, throw the POW here. To get rid of the munchers. That's okay, Moko, I forgive you. I'm used to it by now. Also, if people like... I guess this also goes out to Moko, so she could shoot this down too. A Good Luck Captain, who's a good friend, great RPG speedrunner. I've been... He used to... I don't know. He got caught by the Forbidden Memories bug about a year ago, I'd say, but hasn't really touched it in a while. And he's never beat the game either. And he has a long weekend coming up. Not this weekend, but next weekend. And we're gonna do a Forbidden Memories quote unquote race. But it'll just be a finish attempt. And I think he's really close because he's learned so much. I think all he needs is just someone. He needs a bit of a backseat for Final Six, like we all needed. Like we all needed to finish our first run. So he's got he knows how to A-Tech. He's got the farm route down. He knows what to look for. He knows enough fusions, the good fusions. So yeah, I think it'd be cool if we got if any other sort of beginner players wanted to jump in on that. Go in and support, yeah. So I would love for that to be a day where Egala Captain and anybody else who's not played the game before wants to pick it up, because I think I'll be there at least. We might get a couple other quote unquote veterans of Forbidden Memories to be there as well. And it'd be cool if we had a combination of new players and a few people with more experience with the game. Let me know in advance. Yeah, so it'll be DGen hours not this weekend, but next weekend. DGen hours is no earlier than, because he lives in Australia, so no earlier than 8 p.m. Eastern time as a start time. Probably, I'd say the last time we did it, we started at 10 p.m. That's probably more realistic. Yeah, this is a pretty cool level. Of course, Matman will be there because you can't do a Forbidden Memories race without Matman to farm you. It's just not possible. That is super late for FM Matu. But yeah, so we'll be burning the midnight oil well into daytime. So if that's too late for people, if you wanna see, here's what I'd recommend. If you're not the DGen type, I'd recommend checking logging on Twitch when you start your day, the day after, because that'll be when we'll be trying to make the final push, and hopefully get Captain or anybody else who's new to the game to get their first win. Bro, 3 lives. Cute. I like that level. But yeah, Matt, you can't. The real challenge is, can you get through a Forbidden Memories run without at least muting Matman once on your call? That's where the real world record is. World record, least times you've fewest seconds Matman muted over the course of the run. That's the real challenge. This was good. I enjoyed this level. Oh yeah, Final 6 is the rough part. Final 6 is very rough. Legend of Team Shell setups. What is this? And what is this Team Shell crap, by the way? I like the sky theme for SMW. It's very pretty. Uh-oh. Seto and Nightmare literally are the worst of that section. Yes, because they both have blue eyes, white dragon. I was thinking about this the other day. like, Pokemon Stadium 2 is Forbidden Memories. If, well, not exactly, but is really close to Forbidden Memories if the transfer pack peripheral was the Pocket Station, right? Like, I know the speedrun knows how to do it. Like, even the speedrun has some RNG, right? But the game was very obviously balanced around having the transfer pack. Did anybody... I think it came... Pokemon Stadium 1 at least came with the transfer pack, right? It makes it so awful, yeah. Imagine the AI having a card that straight out overpowers you by over 150. Not 150, 1500. Your strongest monster is still 1500 attack points weaker than his strongest card. And then coding the AI so that they have huge hands and can draw it. Okay. Yeah, but you're not going to get MBD in a real attempt. And if you're a kid, you're like... You're not going to get MBD in the pre-internet era playing that game as a kid, especially with all the misinformation that was spread about that. Because the only way to get it, the only way to have a realistic chance of getting it is to SA POW. Like, there's other ways, but that's really the only one you're going to do. SA POW, Meadow Mage. Only way to get Megamorph is A-Tech Seto, or Pegasus. Okay. Cool cell phone charger. Apple, it just blew up. So this is the thing for a while. So yeah, I guess blow up. Wow. That sucks. I heard, there was a while ago I knew they had problems with them. Did it, what, like a capacitor blow up or what? So what am I doing here? Ah, that's sneaky. And then Megamorph, yeah. As a kid. As a kid, because there's no real guide for it. And so many people spread lies about how you could get cards in the game that it was just too hard to believe whatever you heard. If you have the speedrun tech and you don't care about how long it takes you, then yeah, you can just keep farming them until you get them. Smoking capacitor. Ooh, that's bad. It's like real hot. Wow, that does not sound like it's a properly manufactured charger from Apple. Exodia does actually work in the game, but it's impossible to get as the player. But you can get Exodia by the AI, which is also extremely rare and quite an achievement if it happens to you. Which is so dirty too, because the game gives you some Exodia pieces, and the Exodia pieces by themselves are not good at all. But if the fact that you got them in a farm makes you think, oh wow, I got these pieces of Exodia, so if I just farm enough different duelists, I'll eventually get the whole thing. But that's not the case. So you could be the poor kid who's played Forbidden Memories for hours and hours on a bunch of different duelists trying to get the body of Exodia and never did. Yeah. So Simon actually has Exodia as well in his deck, but GMS, who's like the big Forbidden Memories scientist, he analyzed every seed, every RNG seed that Simon could have, and on none of them does he actually draw Exodia. So even though he has it in his deck, there's no outcome where he draws it. Yeah. I read about that in the Journal of Statistical Approaches to Retro Video Games, Kappa. What if we had... Maybe it's already out there, but imagine like some kind of speedrunner, like academic journal. People just crunch statistics like that. Forbidden Memories. Break down different seeds. Like how often certain duelists draw. How many seeds Heishin can have it in his opening hand or whatever. How many seeds that the others. Yeah, as having them all in your hand is really hard. Also, Spike is doing... Is anybody watching Spike Vegeta's 5-card mod 100%? I wonder how that's going. He finished it. Wow. Impressive. I mean, the world record is what, like 80 hours for vanilla? It's not as simple as divide by 5, but I guess it's a decent estimate. So world record would be, we'll say like 20 hours to realistically have any chance to do it on 5-card mod, right? This is a long time to dedicate to the game. Well, I suppose that's only 2 FM runs, if you're really good. So maybe it's not that long a time to devote to the game. But yeah, that's impressive. Congrats to Spike. Spike time was 50. Cool. I mean, in addition, he's never... Like, I assume he was learning, like, a lot of the farm route on the go, right? Well, by on the go, I mean during the run. And, I mean, 100% is tough. There, like, you do a lot of farm... Like, you play against a lot of duelists that you just don't farm. Like, Seto 3 in regular attempts. Like you have to SA PAL Seto 3. FM 100% is long. Also, how's it going, Ozzy? Oh. Talon, who has a PhD in math, wrote a formal paper on the odds of there being no suitable egg in the Chaos Shop. Sonic, is that the Sonic 2? Ozzy always has the good combos. Oh my dog. Seto Kaiba drawing and playing it's known. It's something like 70%. Is it 70 or 75%? So it's a 1 in 4 he doesn't open with Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, right? It's by far the worst. Wow, even worse than SG4E. Mildly offended. That used to be my title. I think 70. Yeah, so think about that. Think about the odds. 70% chance he opens with Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So you get one real attempt for every 4 times you reach Seto 4. Seto 4 or Seto 3. Seto 3 is not easy to get to because Aishin gonna mess you up too. And a real attempt is very likely Gate Guardian. So I mean, you're not beating Seto 2 or Seto. You're not beating Seto 3 without drawing 1,000 damage on top of your THTD, right? Because it's gonna be if it's not Blue Eyes Ultimate, it's gonna be Gate Guardian or Meteor B, and you're gonna need 2 equips to get over that. I mean, I have seen him open. You could get just really lucky, but I've seen him open Beast Skull. So if you get super lucky, you can get 1, maybe even Blue Eyes White Dragon. More likely, though, he opens with Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. You put down the Widespread Ruin. You pray he doesn't Feather Duster, which is, I think, also a 1 in 4. That he doesn't do it. And then you hope his follow-up is weak. Hey, Mayheim, how's it going? Talking about Forbidden Memories. And the Open Invitation. Not this weekend, but next. Degen Hours. Forbidden Memories race. Newer players and completely new players more than welcome. I mean, it's a quote-unquote race. I don't even know if we'll do SRL. We'll see. If Matman really wants to do SRL to farm us, then we won't do SRL. Because part of the fun is trying to BM Matman. Yeah, the odds are horrible. That's why Final Six is as bad as it is. It's very bad. Why am I kind of zoned out there for a bit. I'm missing the midpoint jump. I'm just trying to follow the shell, and that's not the play. If I just paid attention. I didn't see the Z. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Not this weekend, but next. Official time to be determined end day, but I did it again. Stay tuned for more info. Seto, he can, but it's not very likely that he opens with a White Dragon. Sounds good, Mayheim. I will be here. I mean, my PB in that game is 11 hours and... I think 11 and a half hours, give or take a few minutes. That's the PB. Not a lot of my attempts finish that fast. My longest attempt that I finished was 25 hours. And I've had a couple... I maybe had like one... I had maybe one... like 12-hour attempt. I've had a 16-hour attempt. So I hover in that area. So many games you need to play. He loves a good farm, Matt, man. He sure does. Only 11 hours, you'll be fine. That was a good level. Version 3? Why is this called V3? It makes me think that this is just the same level. Alright, we'll try V3. That sounds like the new and improved version. So my opinion on the SNES controller so far is very much enjoy it. I knowing now how good it is, I would have been very upset if I missed out on buying it. And I'm very satisfied with my purchase. I picked up 2, just in case one breaks. Comes in a cool... It comes in like a cool case. You could put this on your... Put this on your like mantle in your bedroom as like a trophy. Like I was one person who got the SNES Pro controller. It's like almost like a display case the controller comes in. Why is Mario Maker 2 under the category of Little Witch, Rainette, Swan, Namuda, Rhapsody? The SNES, what is this even called? The SNES controller for Nintendo Switch from Nintendo comes in a kind of a neat case. I don't know. Probably someone is streaming under there because it's the hot directory. Just like we used to get people who'd stream on. Didn't we get like someone streaming Overwatch on Mafia GG directory one day? That's how you know you made it. I don't know exactly what game it was, but I think it was something like that, or it was League of Legends. It was League of Legends. Buh. Ah, that's a little bit dirty. Because I had all the comments up. Because I like to read the comments and appreciate them, but I didn't see them unsure waiting there for me. Here's the hope you picked up the key section. Okay, I see. I like the dog on the spaceship in the background, yeah. I forget what that dog's name is, but he's a character in story mode, right, of this game? Is that Undo Dog? That's right, that's Undo Dog. He's the whole reason that we have to play story mode. Just to prank bro. Because he pressed the reset button. And he acts like it was all just a simple mistake. Undo Dog, screw him. I still don't think I've beaten story mode. Feels bad. Okay. Yeah, remember when that was gonna happen, Ozzy? I remember. I don't know. I feel like if the purpose was to release the co-op to keep the buzz going for Mario Maker, I think they kind of missed the boat. Because I feel like a lot of people are sort of passed up on the Mario Maker. Moved on to other games. So that would have been an awesome patch release. Like right when interest was starting to wane in Mario Maker, and they put that out, and that just pulls people right back in before they left. But I mean, it's going to be like free DLC, right? So there's like very little incentive for Nintendo to actually work on it. Hey, Yimo, how's it going? He created jobs. I don't think he cares. Yeah, he's one of those scummy people who just he likes to see the world burn. Undo Dog. Blah. so tough. It's Z. Where's my golden oil, SG? I was thinking about what we were talking about yesterday, and I forgot that there's plenty of there's plenty of people who will do commissions, you know. If you're talking about bathwater, I forgot that there's plenty of places to get commissions that if the price is right, you can get all the bathwater you want. I forgot. That's probably the easiest way to get whatever you're looking for. I mean, in general, not necessarily you, but in general, talking about where does one go these days to get said things. Well, I need to maintain momentum here. Where's your anime panty? I actually, when I first got affiliate, I thought about putting like a Shima Pon, like, which is the kind of like the best angle Ponsu, as a sub badge. If I like, as just because I thought that was easy enough. It's easy enough to draw this as a sub badge, and I was like, no. It's like, turns out my artistic talent is even less than I thought it was. Also, making it seem somewhat reliable, somewhat like, that's a really, like, sub badges, I don't know how anybody does them, but it's a really, really small resolution to work with. Emote size is hardly viable, but sub badges is really tough. But another thing is, the sub badge is like forced on people, so I'm like, if it's a Ponsu, there's probably people who are not gonna like that. I don't want that to be like, I don't want to force that on them. Whereas the emotes, if you don't like the emote, you just don't use it. It's not attached to every single chat message that you send, but the sub badge is. So I like the star. I'm thinking about ideas, because I think having a custom sub badge could be cool. I just don't know what would work well at low resolution. And the star looks fine as it is. It's nice and simple. If anybody has any hot ideas for cool sub badges, let me know. Another thing is it has to get approved by Twitch as well. Yeah, that's... Hitori Bocchi and Up Ponsu, or whatever that one's called. Now that... I'm still baffled that SG Fury Blind got approved, but I'm very happy. The PoE.exe icon. Like, Solomon has like different anime girls, and they actually turned out really well. I'm surprised you can actually tell which ones they are from the tiny sub badge. Hyper Neko. You too can get bathwater if the price is right, yes. No Sleepy Yoka. Could do Blend S characters. That's not a bad idea. I don't know how you'd squeeze them into the tiny resolution, but we could have Kaho could be like the first one, and then Miyu could be the second one, and then Mafuyu would be third, and then the top tier would be Maika. That's not a bad idea. I don't think their faces would turn out really well at low resolutions, but who knows? Best girl Hideri. Didn't Twitch... It's like, I don't know where do you squeeze Hideri in that one? She could be a tier, she could be second tier. I don't know. I'm not sure to put her close to the front or the end. But Didn't Twitch like a long time ago say bland characters that sub badges were going to be customizable? Like you could pick whichever one you wanted for your badge. Like if for some reason you just really liked the 3 month sub badge, but you're like a 6 month sub, you could fix that. Oh, it wants me to get the star. I see. Also, does anybody have any cool predictions for what's going to come out of TwitchCon? Like, if there's going to be some kind of big announcement? I sure hope it's not, hey, we redesigned the look of the site. I hope that's not the extent of everything. Yo, it's Jennifer Hawk. Hey, Jennifer. Custom overlay from Jennifer. Alright, I look forward to it, Jennifer. You better come through. You better come through. I'm gonna be disappointed if you don't. And it better have anime girls all over it. I started watching, I never actually watched Bunny Girl Senpai back when it aired, but I started watching it last night. I've been enjoying it. I marathon half of the series. Bots are insane nowadays. They are. Probably should trash like the points thing. Oh yeah, what are people's opinion? Now you can trade in points for Fortnite items and cards. Wait, is that true? Oh, is that your prediction, Tapioca? Oh, that's Tapioca's prediction. Senran Kagura Pinball is fine, but not the other games. What are the other games? That's your prediction. The thing was, Tapioca's prediction is so believable that I thought it was real. But yeah, that's a solid prediction, Tapioca. I could see that. What are people's opinions on the chat points thing? I think it's pretty dumb. That's not something that I would use. I think a lot of streamers would just opt out of it. I know Pi said he thinks he doesn't like it, but the reason he doesn't like it is it's just really like boring. Like it doesn't do enough as far as what you can do. All right, there's too many comments on here. We need to turn it off for this one. I think it's just, I don't know, like channel currency, like what that does is just not good, IMO. Like, I think you want people to watch your channel because they like the content you put out. And it's I sort of skimmed through the announcement when it happened. I think there's also like there's like a button that pops up underneath chat periodically, and if you click that button, you get like bonus points or something. So that's like to make sure you're more interactive instead of just like sitting there. And that's really dumb. I don't know. Because for one, that's like bad for... I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of streams, and this is how I do it when I watch streams. Like, I watch a lot of streams while I'm doing something else. And I feel like the whole point system that the Twitch, like, you know, currency thing is gonna do is it just encourages people to just... I don't know what the term is. Like, not lurk. Like, lurk is fine, but just, like, ghost. Like, just be in the chat for the dumb points because it's an internet number, so if somebody has it enabled and you like internet numbers, it's like, okay, time to click the button again. I don't know. Seems bad. I mean, currency systems always feel bad. I've never seen a good currency system like, wow, this really added something to this person's stream. Yeah, bad. Senran Kagura Burst, Senran Kagura Burst Renewal, Senran... There's... Yeah, those are those banned? I think those are fine. I think you can stream those to unlock Tapioca Bingo. And that's the thing is, it's only like use the emote for the day. That's one thing I like that you can like give your sub emotes out for not subbing. There's like another way to give them out, but it's for one day and it's locked behind a bad currency system. I don't know. Hey Hydro Media, we're talking about big Twitch announcements potentially. What's coming out of TwitchCon? Turn of Mario Maker 2 best song, yeah. You need to stay engaged so advertisers pay more. Alright, well I get ya. Now it makes sense. I get it now. Somebody say hi. Yo, Chibi. How's it going, Chibi? You have the same color as Zanzuki, so I almost skimmed over you. But how are you doing, Chibi? For Piebucks, I know what the emote is. I know the Piebucks emote. That's the one that's like 9... a rectangle of 9 square emote squares, right? But I didn't know what that was. We're banned first? Let me check. I think they might have redone the ban list, but I don't know. Twitch gonna be Twitch. Like, a Tapioca told me that the Dead or Alive volleyball game used to be banned, but it's fine now. They're allowed, okay. Yeah, I checked the list a while ago, and there's seems like very few games on there. They all sort of have titles that you would, besides Yandere Simulator, I guess. But they all, like, just judging by their titles, it was like, oh, okay, well that's not a game I probably gonna stream anyway. This stream reminds me to you need to play Mario Maker 2. Yeah. Did you pick up the new SNES controller by any chance, Chibi? Or die? Now that's a title. What is this genital jousting game, by the way? I only know it from the title. It sounds like it's a game that's only meant to draw traffic to it because of its title and probably has horrible gameplay, but I don't know anything else about it. Hey, Matt, man. I started at midnight, so 24 is broken. Because the 24 command, if the hour, if it's not 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, or 12 o'clock, the 24 command is exactly 500 characters. So if it is 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, or 12 o'clock when I start, then it doesn't fit in the message, and the message just gets dropped. It's a party game. Imagine not blocking Dead or Alive, but blocking Internet Cruiser. I know, right, Spock? Need a new controller. Why controller dips? Why? What? What controller do you use for Switch? GB. Do you use a third party, or has your I mean, only the third party ones are wired, right? But I'm curious what one it might be that drifts. Oh, that's dumb. It's a Nintendo controller. Oh, the Switch. I've never heard of the Switch Pro controller drifting before. That's a new one. That really sucks. BMXX. I looked that one up. I did look that one up. It looked funny. There's actually for SNES a lot of like bootleg games that just straight up just stole games and just added images of women in them and sold them as bootlegs. I know BMX XXX isn't that. But on the topic of banned games, there's a lot of SNES bootlegs. They're almost like image browsers stealing. I know Pro controller doesn't drift. Yeah, I haven't had problems with it either. The only problem I have with the Switch Pro controller is, the D-pad is not great. Uh, I mean, I've not had a controller go bad. Other than my GameCube, but that might have just been a weird thing that one day, because I haven't had an issue since. It was only doing that one trick, and I've done the trick since then without drift issues. The controllers, at least first-party controllers are very durable, I found. I don't like third-party controllers. Most of them. Any cheap, any third-party controller that's like less than half the cost of the first-party controller is generally made pretty badly. IMO. I know everybody's mileage is going to vary, but I've only bought one. I've only ever bought one. What am I even supposed to do there? I've only bought one third-party controller that I liked, and it was the iBuffalo SNES controller, and it was like $30, so it's an expensive controller, but it's worth it. Okay. N64, mine isn't worn out, but I know a lot of people have that problem. What is this? Okay, it goes there. I've never lost an N64 Switch, and I think N64 is the only controller... No! I think I threw a SNES controller. I think I threw my SNES controller once. Maybe. I don't think so. I think I might have tossed my SNES controller in a bit of a fit of rage, but not against something. The N64 controller is the only controller I've ever thrown violently. And it still works fine. Of course, I was a kid at the time. And the game was Mario Party 1, before anybody asks. If you don't throw mine across the room pretty good, yeah, they last long. Just need a good controller. Glow controllers are pretty good. Do you like the SNES controller? I really like the SNES controller. I like the original SNES. I would recommend, if you're looking for a good SNES style controller, go pick up, it's called Buffalo, and it's sometimes called iBuffalo. It's a Japanese company. I don't know. Maybe they like dropped the I at some point, so you see it like you can see the branding as either or. But it's a USB controller. Costs about $25, $30. You can get it on Amazon. I'm very happy with the D-pad of it. I'm very happy with how the buttons feel. It's a little bit lightweight. Let me see. It's a little bit lightweight, but it doesn't feel cheap. The only downside about it is one of the finishes, like the glazed finish on the A button, even though I haven't had it that long, I must have been mashing with it too much, and it's like a tiny bit like scratched off. But that's just a cosmetic issue. So I'm not too concerned about that. Yo, Versus. Thank you for the 5 months, Versus. I appreciate it. Vohai Lurk, yeah. I've got a VS Delu peak for your Vohai Lurk. Wait, did I spell it wrong? Oh right, it's affiliate, so it has to have the lowercase. Yeah, I'm aware. Thanks, Versus. Thanks for the 5 months. How are you doing tonight? Are you in for Rando tomorrow with Nabs and Sevil Yoshi by any chance? Oh, this is gonna be tough. Spanky Quest making gamers rage. Not if you play with the Game Genie. It's a very easy game. I usually throw my entire PC in rage, like a real gamer. I wasted a donut, rip. Yeah, our jelly donut. Micah likes to learn English by watching dubs of Pokemon, so she's very familiar with that rice ball means donut in English. like Zapdos and Raichu. It does feel a tiny bit weird, I have to admit. It feels a tiny bit weird to play with a SNES controller completely wireless. Like, I feel... I've held a SNES controller in my hand for the longest time. It's not a criticism at all. It's just there's a very funny sense of weirdness about not having some force on the top of the controller when I tilt it in certain directions. 'Cause I'm just so used to that. It like violates your muscle memory in a weird way. You're just not expecting it. Damn it! I thought I was there. No, you do not need... Oh, do you... I don't think you need Switch dock to use a controller. I'm pretty sure no. Wait, do you? I mean, it's wireless, though. Do you need the Switch dock to play with the Pro controller? Because it should work the same way, and I didn't think you did, but I don't know. Sevil Yoshi. No, well, you don't... It does work wirelessly, yeah. So you don't need to... Like, you might need to... I don't know if you need to plug it into pair it. I had mine plugged into charge, and I paired it and then unplugged it. I don't think you need to do it. Like, you might need to plug it into pair it, but after that, you could be good. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, Zenzuki. My favorite Pokemon is Raichu, too. Talk about Reno Rando on Saturday. Play early. I mean, it's fine. Like, if I don't get up in time, I'll just join late. Like, I don't... It's a very good chance nobody finishes. It's just screw around in the video games. We get bored and see how... I'm curious to try the Reno Rando. I mean, the randomized Reno Rando, because I want to see how that affects the Rando premise. And just to get a bit of my Pokemon Stadium fix. The randomized Reno Rando, yep. I also want to try out my flashcard and just make sure that works for a Rando ROM. I mean, I bought the flashcard. I'm looking to get as much value out of it as I can. The double Rando, I don't know. We'll see how bad it is, but like, it could mess up with the AI, and the AI might do really dumb stuff because it's not used to having the Pokemon with those movesets. So we'll see. Like, I mean, I'm genuinely curious to see how it affects it. I think it might be for the better, or like make it easier, but we'll see. Because when you play the regular Reno Rando, you know instantly how bad your team is because you know the moveset. But when it's randomized, I don't know if stats are going to be randomized too, but it's just going to have a cool effect on stuff. Like, it could be a very bad idea, but I think it's going to be cool to try out. What if Rambo ran a randomized Reno Rando? Good question. It's kind of like trying to solve a series of puzzles. Maybe. The way I see Reno Rando is it's just a fun way to play the game without having to do the speed run. But you're like screwed over by there being really bad Reno Pokemon and not that many strategies to beat a lot of the leaders with bad Pokemon, because they're balanced around you just using the transfer pack and importing all of your OP Pokemon. Ooh, that's tricky. So, but if you add the element of randomness, then maybe it'll just create a bunch of OP Pokemon in the rando set. Like, you could get one, like, you could get some Pokemon with just like an insane moveset that carries you through all the gyms, or carries you through at least like 5 gyms or something. I assume I need to get on top of that? PS1 is pretty cheesable if you know Gen 1 because Gen 1 is silly. You mean the rental rando or the like winning with rando with Reynolds? Leaders only have one good Pokemon. I carry you, the Pokemon. Well, Yimo told me that Rental Rando, PS1 Rental Rando is almost as unbeatable. Like, is better, or like better chances of actually beating it as Rental Rando, but still really obnoxious to actually try and win. Like, I didn't watch any of the PS1 Rental Rando, but what I've seen of PS2 Rental Rando, I don't see how you get a team that beats the Elite Four and Lance. I just don't see how you do it. So, Rental Rando PS2 just seems like a stream, like a streaming big kind of thing, where it's just meant to create quality content, and it's not actually the purpose is just to create a good stream. It's not to actually beat the game because the game's unbeatable, or unbeatable without some kind of insane luck. But I think if you're actually interested in, oh shoot, why did it do that? I think if you're actually interested in trying to beat the game, then random rental rando puts you in a better position for that. But I really don't know. I really don't know. Hopefully I have a better idea tomorrow. Compared to PS2, it's a cakewalk? Okay. Yeah, because some, like, Thunder was stronger then. There was, like, stronger... There were more usable moves, right? Or strong moves were spread out against many Pokemon, and they kind of nerfed that in Reynolds and 2. I think that's my general understanding. Hoping to play GoldenEye because you're good at that. Nice, Muck. Yeah, we're going to do that on Saturday. Should be fun. This is going to be pretty dumb. Imagine being good at it at 64 game. N64 mania. Tapio is hoping to beat the game, smiley face. I'm completely blind for it. Well, I saw that one level. I know you need like the bombs for that CPU level, like when you blow up the computers. That thing that Spike and Pi were stuck on for forever, because I've seen that in Moman, so I know like the what not to do. Like don't get walled by this level forever, but that's it. Spike and Pi were pretty bad. Okay. Yo, Captain. Thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate it, Captain. Means a lot. How is your night going? Or wait, it's not quite night. It's not quite night in Australia. It's late afternoon, I believe. How's it going, Captain? New layouts, yeah. New layouts, because there's no way one level should take that long on normal difficulty. Yeah, what happened with Twitch? Twitch got messed up. Can strafe in GoldenEye? Someone should have told him. What is strafing? Give me the tech. Just got home. Welcome home, Captain. Are you headed into exile later today? Or are you gonna chill and do something else? I will be Path of Exiling in maybe like an hour or so, I think. Oh, I saw what was going to happen there a little too late. Can't talk about the C-Stick in Pikmin. Yeah, the C-Stick in Pikmin is pretty important. They like that though. They like the being oblivious to certain mechanics. Hot take: Moment would be better if a mod or something gave them a beginner's guide to game. Yeah, Oh, does Versus disagree? I mean, I don't know, man. I kind of lean towards Muck. I don't know. It might depend on the game, but I feel like they have done that in some games, right? They've gotten like basic pointers. Wasn't there something like that in Moman, like the last Moman? There was one game where they got like basic pointers from like Nox or something, just to make sure they didn't get trolled in the section, or like something they needed to get. I thought there was like some kind of group of collectibles you needed to get to like beat the game, and they were made aware of that. Maybe it was Spyro? I don't know. It might depend on the game. But yeah, people like the dumbs too. You don't have to go around corner blind, but Revan knows the PS2 strats. Depends on the game. 5 minutes. Oh, nice. Really fun to fumble around. I agree with Muck. Yo, we've got a split opinion in chat. Choose your side. I'll be Monokuma. The party who claims to be neutral but has always got a hidden agenda. I don't think we're split. I just wanted to get a Danganronpa reference. I've been missing the Danganronpas. When is Danganronpa 4? Spike Chunsoft, please. I always get to meet Monokuma. Poo hoo hoo. If you're Monokuma, you gotta get hugged by Junko and Oshima. That sounds like a good deal in my book. PS2 Handa is significantly dumb for not trying all the buttons. Honestly, it might just straight up also be a logistics thing. Like, they work pretty hard for Moman. Like, Moman is... Like, obviously there's still going to be some IRL stuff you have to do. Like, even if it's just get food. Like, you've got to get food, you've got to, like, take care of yourself and whatnot. And Moman is... Well, they have incorporated days off, which is really good. But it might just be the case where they don't really have time to sit down for 10-15 minutes. Even if having like a mod or whoever spend 10-15 minutes with them to give them a basic rundown on the beginners or the manual of the game, like maybe just logistically it just doesn't work because they're so busy, and part of it is just being on stream and fumbling around with the stuff. Remember World Tour? About Stadium? Versus Deluge is the contrarian tonight. I like it. You can't have a good discussion unless you've got people who feel, people who believe each side, who feel agree or disagree. So if you just have people who agree, then you don't see the benefit. You don't see both sides. You don't see the pros and cons. You just see the pros. You just see the cons. Twitch will pull out the hammer. Uh-oh. Twin Tails Sagiri. Now that's a hot take. That's a take that I'm gonna have to take a hard disagree with. Twin Tails is life. Why are we talking about hairstyles? Because it's hot take night. Everybody's gotta throw everybody's gotta throw a hot take in chat right now. Yimo started with the Twin Tails one. Let's hear all the hot takes. Let's get them out of our system. One free pass to have the worst opinion you've ever voiced before. Right here, right now. Für Elise. Oh, it's just by Beethoven, so I guess it's just a music level. Back and forth. Ooh. Nivel imposible. Well, let's see if it really is impossible. Wow, 3D greater than 2D. Alright. Hot take acknowledged. I love ponytails for sure. Ponytails are solid. Darrow. Yeah, where's Darrow when you need him? Hot take night rubs hands. I like my character to look young and immature. Twin Tails fans. It's all about the lowly life, you know. Yeah, this level doesn't look too impossible. It's actually kind of fun. That door is super sus. I didn't know I needed to be spin jumping. I agree with all of these takes. Wait, no, not that one. Whose stream do you think you're in? Yeah, I mean, I gave a free pass. Everyone gets one hot take, so without judgment. Judgmentless hot takes. This is Darrow's day to shine, and he's not here. Hydro Media. Platformers suck. All right, there we go. That one seems to have gotten a rise. Whoops. I'm the worst people on the internet. That's pretty good. That's a pretty funny one. I like that. Rosalina is garbage waifu. Okay. Is complaining about Pokemon Shield Sword a hot take? Nah, that's that's the opposite of a hot take. That's saying that Sword and Shield is going to be good is a hot take. Sword Shield, there we go. Yimo's got us covered. Yimo's got us covered for that one. Are you trying to make Darrow cry? Damn, son. Bold claims. Stop right there, criminal scum. You've broken the law. Normal sleep for unbelievable. I know. RPGs from 2002 are good. Is that a hot take? That's an oddly specific take regardless, but cool. Weird flex, but cool. There's no way to tell if it has the parachute on or not till it's too late. What if they are the best? I guess that's hotter. Effie was... Whoa, Effie was better pre-waifu. Damn. Muck going in tonight. I still pretended that it didn't have the parachute even though I know. Here's one more free hot pass, Hydra. Jennifer Hawks got you covered. Can't think of any good RPGs from 2002. So you played combined 100 hours of Gen 1. Is Ike considered a waifu? No, he's got to be a husbando, right? Both styles of FE games, I can see both cons. Gen 8 is taking improvements. Trust me, I haven't played the game. FE dead in the water. Muck is personally attacking SG4E tonight. Like, does everybody know that? Does everybody know that GIF? I guess it's like a rap battle or something. I think it's supposed to be like a rap battle, but all you see of the GIF is like this guy just reacting, like, oh, he's got his mouth like, oh, and like he puts his like his hands on his face, and he like pulls them out, almost like used pee, close to the camera, while a bunch of people are around also reacting. That one, that's what's going on right now with Muck. He is lighting the world on fire. Damn. I like Ike because he fights for his friends. 2D is trash. I hate waifus. Ignore national decks. Ignore N64 graphics. It's true. He only gave a comparison. Muck wrote a simple equation. That was it. Muck is a real friend. Text does that sometimes. It's combative. I mean, that's what Hot Take Night is for. Although everybody, once again, I don't want anybody to feel offended or put off by anyone else's hot takes. This was the free hot take, judgment free. Get it off of your chest. Bonanza. With you about Pokemon all night. Okay, don't be stupid. I was stupid. I don't know if I have to get there. I feel like I have to go a little bit fast. I don't know what I don't know exactly what that Thwomp is doing down there, but I'm worried I have to get there to the area before he actually touches the thing. Going fast should have no problem, no impact on it. I don't know why I keep screwing that up. Even though I'm trying to go fast, I should still make that jump easy. Right? Why does that spike even have to be there though? Not safe space until Discord stream. Rip. Discord stream is where all the real hot takes come out. Why did I screw that up? I don't know if hot take equals get it off your chest. True. True. It can, but it doesn't have to. It can be to get something off your chest, but you can just have a hot take because you want to have a hot take, and it's not something you've been like, you feel the need you have to express. This is weird. Okay, I killed the Thwomp. I don't know what this section was supposed. I feel like this section was supposed to do something, but it just got nerfed or something. Yo, Briticus, thank you for the host. How are you doing tonight? Briticus, I remember her from back when Mafia GG started, playing Mafia. In the early days. Lava Take. A lot of instances of censorship is just localization, and you can't make blanket statements about it always being good or bad. Ooh. Lava Take. Good, how's stream going? Stream's going okay. We're trying out the new SNES controller for Switch. I finally got it in the mail, and I'm enjoying it a lot. So it was a good time to come back to Mario Maker for a bit. Why did I do that? And it also turned into Hot Take Night. So feel free to share your hot take as well, if you feel so inclined. Do I even need to... Is this guy could be bait. Right? Because he just kills himself here, right? So I could have just ignored him this whole time. Actually, I have to go to bed. Yeah, good night, Versus. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, why did I do that? Why am I bad? Thermite Take. Yes, I can make blanket statements about it. I mean, that is like Muck actually, like Muck, I was about to say Muck actually makes a good point. I don't mean to say that in a sense that his other points weren't good. But I think that's kind of, I think that's actually like a pretty good summary of it. But at the same time, I feel like you've got, I feel like the anti-censorship crowd, talking about like sort of Japanese games being imported or whatever, are also like the anti-localization crowd, right? Because for a long time there was, like, if you buy some old anime DVDs, some of them had localized subtracks, or some maybe some subgroups that actually do localized subtracks and non-localized, and one was just sort of more fluid and you know, would translate more stuff, and the other one would just like include more Japanese borrowings or whatever. And I feel like it's sort of like the same group. Like it's a decent summary that censorship and localization are like the same thing. But I think that the people, I feel like it's like the similar crowd who's against both anyway. Surface of the Sun Take. Working out. The Pog moment when they let their hair down. Kick Koopas into pipe and jump along. 2 checkpoints. Omega Super Koopa kicking Omega. Just gonna leave trying to ride people. Yeah, fair enough, Muck. I think that's actually, I've never actually thought of it that way. It's just thinking of it as like another, like the flip side of localization. But it makes a lot of sense. Because a lot of people who want less censorship also want less localization, make things more original, close to the original. So it's like, yeah, it's a good way of thinking of it. It's not the same thing, but I think it's like potentially 2 sides of the same coin. Like, it's flip side and flop side from Super Paper Mario. You just go through a pipe and it's just like a mirrored version. Learn a language if you have localization issues. True. The funny, I don't know. If you ever read, there's a service that has a lot of anime online called Nya, and it's like it has comment sections for every anime show that they have there, and it's like the YouTube comments of anime. And there's one guy on there who posts. He takes like the official sub-track and he posts like the sub-track with all like the honorifics added back in. And every time he does that, it turns into like a 100 long comment section about the back and forth of people yelling at each other. Like, why do you have to put the honorifics in everywhere? Like, what's the purpose of having this other sub-track? And other people like, thank you so much for doing this. Which is pretty funny. This is kind of tough. Well. Core of the Sun take. Have a friend who voices English dialogue for anime, and it's fascinating to hear about. That's really cool, Briticus. Do you want to share any of the shows that that the friend has worked on? I think English voice acting, I think is really cool. Like the industry. I've been to several conventions for anime, and there's always like for a lot of conventions the big get is voice actors, because if you're not, unless you're going to one of the really big conventions, which I generally don't go to, but the more local ones, they're not going to get like, you know, studios from Japan to bring like animators over or have big announcements. So it's just a lot easier to get English voice actors, because they're you know, they don't have to fly over an ocean to get here. Mostly kid shows and Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh! That's really cool. I need to watch. I saw all of the original Yu-Gi-Oh! But I haven't seen any of, like, what is it, the GX or V-Rains. Watching Twitch, the Pokemon on Twitch, I watched a lot of that when they streamed every Pokemon episode from till, like, what was it, XYZ? It's kind of like in JoJo, they censor a bunch of the band names. Yeah, that one is pretty funny. So they did. That one is pretty funny. They have to censor the band names, so you have to have the restoration subs. So they're not as strict with how well the voice matches how it's animated. Scripts essentially change drastically, jokes are rewritten, yeah. Yeah, especially for... I feel like, yeah, that's especially the case for shows that have more of like a child demographic in the US. Like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously. I mean, they're ageless, right? But they certainly do go for a child demographic too. And that demographic doesn't care about script rewrites and stuff. It's like having like fluid dialogue and make it be understandable and relatable. That's really high important for localization of like Pokemon shows and things that air in Saturday morning cartoon blocks here. When are we starting Yu-Gi-Oh? Season 1 Yu-Gi-Oh, where they just make up the rules as they go along. That was a good one. PSG and Ghost Stories? What's PSG again? I watch and play everything in English, so I get to see the voice actor. Oh, Panty and Stocking, okay. I haven't seen that one yet. I haven't seen Ghost Stories either, but I know what both of those are. I went to see a movie last week, Promare. Showed in some US theaters. I went to see the sub, but they had like an issue at the theater and accidentally aired the dub instead, and they couldn't like fix it. It's like a really weird system how they actually get the movies there. But the dub was pretty good. Was impressed. Paris Saint-Germain, yeah. Starting Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, I thought he meant like it's a watch stuff. I thought Yima was talking about watching the series. But yeah, that's right. The Switch game. Switch game sounds fun. I just don't have time. Yeah, the Shadowverse expansion launched recently. Verdant Conflict. I've got 22 new packs ready to open, which will be open next Love Live collab in 4 years. Missed the last SG4E streams, yeah. The last Shadowverse stream was really funny because we just needed to hammer out, because like I used the Jerry deck for everything to get like the 3 wins for all the classes. I was like, all right, got to win 3 with Shadowcraft, so time to make a Jerry Shadowcraft deck. Like it was simple enough. You just make the deck. You just filter by legendaries, put all the legendaries you've gotten, and then just run one-ofs of everything else. But then we had to win his Forest Craft, which does not make a good Jerry deck. Can't stay. Yeah, it's fine, Chibi. Then we had to win his Forest Craft, which does not make a good Jerry deck. And I was like Matea, I forget his name, but someone in my chat who said he was like top 1,000 or whatever. He was an interesting individual, to say the least. He's like, all right, I'm gonna make you the super aggro Forest Craft deck, and you're gonna get those 3 wins. I'm like, oh man, I'm down. Hit me with that deck code. So he hit me with the deck code. I won 3 in a row. I'm like, all right, thank you, sir. Shadowverse is tough if you don't have the cards. Usually stay up late on the weekend, but this week's episode of Critical Role, WSA, a doozy. Had to watch it all, and now I have too much adrenaline to sleep. What exactly? I'm out of the loop. What is Critical Role? Is that Yimo knows it. I'm out of the loop for some of this stuff. Some kind of series? Is this like a Netflix show, or is it a stream? Live on Twitch, okay. D&D show, right, alright. Now it's sort of coming back to me. Oh, voice actors play D&D live on Switch. Now that sounds, on Twitch, that sounds really cool. That sounds like something I have to check out. Critical Role, I see. So who was on this week? I assume do they get a different group to come by and play every week, or is it the same group more or less? I mean, if it's a D&D show, it's going to be like a campaign, right? So that's going to go on for several streams, right? Same group every week, but with some guests. All right, that sounds cool. I'm dead. This section is like low class. This is like low key hard. It doesn't look like it should be hard, but it's janky. Stomach and knots, highly recommend it. Cool. OG Acquisitions Incorporated. Writing the official book. Really long campaigns going on for years. That's a long time. I can't imagine spending that long. Like, it seems so cool, but that's a long time to invest. It's definitely worth it in the end, because you get to spend time with a lot of friends. So that's a long time to be playing the same campaign. Alright, this is suspect. What? I have no idea what that symbol is supposed to be. Why is it pointing to the left into that pipe? That's the pipe I'm coming out of. Database access down, time to watch full time. Cool. Need to go down there? I think so. I mean, it's pointing me down, but why is there an arrow pointing me back at the pipe where I came out? I don't get that part. I don't get that part. Yeah, you're probably right, Briticus. I think it might just be a wall jump. I wish they had put it, like, touching the wall. Yeah, I see it now. I see it because it uses the same symbolism on that pipe I came out of. I wish they had it touching the wall, pointing at the wall instead of the pipe, because that's making me think like I need to go back in there for something weird. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, suggest with the other arrow here. Gotta go a little bit faster there. Yeah, coin track is nice. Yeah, like there's the coin track. There. But they still felt the need to put an arrow too that points at the pipe. And it's weird because I don't need to like hover right as I get out of that pipe and make sure I make it. Like I can come down here, I can hit the shell, right? Am I not? I'm supposed to hit the shell. Now what? Okay, this... Oh shoot, get back in there. I assume I'm racing these shells. This is confused. Okay, so that's another one. Alright. So you have to push those shells into the pipe still. To each their own. I don't know why I'm losing speed there. That section's... I don't know why it needs to be that tight a window. Okay, so I hit this, running. Alright, let's try a different setup. That setup is not working. I'm getting it sometimes, but not others, so I need to find some consistency. That's not consistent. I mean... I think I can just hit it and not shell jump. What if I just don't care how long it takes me? What if I just don't jump on the shell there and I just jump on the conveyor belt? I think I'm still safe, and then I don't have to worry about making that window. This random cutie is a big flag. First, you hook viewers into subs to add cuties, then you introduce cutie gotcha. Very true. Yimo, we need to keep this just between you and me. We can't have anybody else catch on. The cutie gotcha. Random cutie. Who are we gonna get? Someone will have to spoil me because I can't actually open it in my browser because it makes the capture card die for a second. Alright, so if I don't go fast, I lose the shell, which is unfortunate. I don't know. Do I lose both shells? Do I need both shells, though? So far, I don't see where I need the shell. Okay, that's pretty dumb. But I think even if I go fast, how am I making that? Not my cutie scam. That's just a common level cutie. You've gotta go for the ultra rare 5-star gotcha cutie. Yimo thought he was getting a 6-link cutie, but instead he got a 2-link and 4-link cutie. Sorry for your loss, Yimo. That was weird. Why was the shell there? Do a bedtime maybe this weekend. We should do a Mafia game. Love to watch stream one of these. Love to stream one of these days. Yeah. Mafia is a really fun stream game. I hardly ever play it anymore. I had to take a break from Mafia because it it took everything out of me working on Mafia GG. I know who is it Bucks? Like Tapioca might have more info. I know there's someone who does... Is it every Sunday night? Yeah, good night, Briticus. Thanks for stopping by and for the host. I think Sunday night, I think it's like G Buck. I forget what his name is, but he coordinates. He tries to coordinate bigger games on either Sunday or Saturday, I think. It's always nice to schedule the gamers ahead of time. That definitely does help for turnout. Buck is doing something soon. Yeah, I saw him post about it. So there does sound like there's going to be some hot Mafia games soon. Yeah, what Chibi says. That's what I was thinking of. Buxley. I knew he was Buck something. Have you played any of those, Chibi? What's the turnout like? It could just be because Pi hasn't played Mafia in a while. It feels like offline Mafia is like fueled by stream Mafia. Like, there hasn't been a stream Mafia game for a bit. The offline interest starts to wane slowly but surely. Good night, for real. Yeah, good night, Briticus. Yeah, Bug Bumble. Yeah, Buxley's trying to get bigger games together, which is good. It's good to have like so people know when to turn out. Because that's usually the issue with Mafia is it's like people want to play, but it's hard to find out. Like it helps a lot to give people like organized ahead of time. Like, all right, like Buxley is like, okay, Sunday night I'm gonna try and get people together. And people are like, oh, okay, I'll be sure to stop by on Sunday night. Otherwise, it's kind of chaotic. You never know if the gamers are around. Back in my day, we'd play classic Mafia on Epic Mafia and have our imaginary friend play the 7th player. So we could actually play a game. It's not far from the truth. Are you kidding me? Letting less puppies in? He doesn't do private games? Or do people just forget to make them unlisted? And generally nobody wants to play with the pubs. Let the pubs do the pubs. Free the plebs. Please don't use the E word. I hear that, and all I can think about is that one game where that guy said E and we never lynched him. It's still salty. I don't know what the E word is. I'm not in on this meta. Oh, I know what it is now. The one that starts with E and ends with M? I am familiar with that one. Starts with E, ends with Kmafia. Honestly, Epic Mafia wasn't bad until the site just wouldn't work anymore. And, like, games just wouldn't finish, and Shrink the Cult was broken. Someone invited some puppies. What do I do with my 10 red tier Nikos? Tehepero. You hold on to them until SG grows the balls to play red tiers. And steals all your Nikos. And collects massive amounts of sulfite. So I did a temple. Starts with E and ends with Pick Mafia, yeah. I did an incursion temple today for fun. By myself, just to make sure I could also just like do it by myself. Made sure I didn't have any minus max resists. And I actually had the Dorianis. This is okay, can we just we can't. This is kind of stupid. Went shopping? Nice. What did you buy? Did you finally get the 6 link? I I had Doryanis. I double corrupted my 2020 increased AoE, and I got a 1920 increased AoE. Feels good, man. I honestly, if it was a 1923, that would have still been better because it's 1% increased AoE between 19 and 20, so it's not a big deal if you have to level it up again. So you really want the quality, but no, just went down a level and nothing else. Yeah, feels good, right? Nice double corruption. Yeah, that last segment is dumb. Not a fan. Because it's set up by you going at a similar speed as the uploader, and you don't know exactly how fast you need to go. You just need to sort of have it work out. Does anybody happen to have a level that they did that they either made recently or they played recently that they think is fun? Because after this thing, I'll do one more level and then I'll switch to Path of Exile for the night. A nice, comfy, put everybody to sleep Path of Exile stream. What time is it? Almost 3 in the morning. Yeah, 3 in the morning was good. Good time to transition. Corrupted my portal gem into 17 quality. I actually didn't remember that you can lose. I know you could lose level. I didn't know you could lose quality on the corruption. Why were you double corrupting your portal though? Asking for a friend to try and get the 23%. Is that what you're just trying to go for quality? Yumo's probably done so many temples he gets to the Doryanis and it's just like he's out of stuff to corrupt, so why not portal? Yeah. Now this level was good until we got here. Probably gonna head to bed. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Chibi. Have a good rest. Remember, Stadium tomorrow if you're interested. The Doryanis room, the double corruption. Corrupt a gem twice. Yo, Rubax TMX, come in. Alright, Rubax. Your level is going to be the last level for the night. Thank you. As soon as I finish this one, I'll drop that in. Lapidary Lens? But it's called Doryanis. The room is called Doryani something. Right? The thing is called Lapidary. Lapidary. Lapis. But the room is called Doryani something. You have to move Doryanis into research. And then he lets you use his crafting bench to double corrupt a gem cabinet. Durrani's Funhouse. Yes, that's what I was thinking of. Blah. Hope we figure this stuff out. Yeah, nice. I don't know if the start time was ever made. It was Civil Yoshi said between 1 and 3, and then Nab said that's too early for him. He'll just join late, and then nothing else was said about the time. It's one of those things where it really doesn't matter. If everybody just joins when they feel like it, it's the same experience. Like it's gonna be quite a video game. So join whenever you feel like it. DP as it will, 6.5 hours in. Is he doing the rando, or is he doing just regular rando? Okay, I know what my problem is now. Nobody does the rando until tomorrow. I think Chibi might do, I know there's one on Saturday too, so Chibi might want to do that one. Saturday is the vanilla Renal Rando, and tomorrow, or later today, if you're in the US, or anywhere in the world, I suppose, at this point, everywhere, but if you're anywhere but Alaska or Hawaii, later today is the Rando Renal Rando. Well, rip that attempt. Honestly, I think if I just say screw the shells, you can still make that jump. Captain's loss. Yeah, it's tomorrow in Australia. Yeah, it's later today in Australia and everywhere in the world now. The Renal Rando. Renal Rando. Literally, it's be right where you need to be there. This level's so dumb. I think the level had... I was having no problems with this level until we got to this final checkpoint. I don't know why the creator just decided the level needed to be BS at the end. I don't know why the creator decided, let me ruin my level in the last section. The players will love it. But he did. No, I did notice, Yimo. I did notice. I wasn't sure who put it there, but I asked if anybody knew, and I figured it was probably Yimo. I said if I need more offerings, I will, I'll yoink them and then pay the market value for them. Because I assume they're in there... It's so stupid. I assume they're in there if anybody needs them for trials and stuff. Which I guess you don't need. Because you're always going to have 6. But yeah. I think they run for like 2C. I played Path of Exile before I started streaming for maybe like 2 hours. I sold some of the quality gems I picked up in the lab, so I made some, maybe like 40 chaos. I did Temple today, but while I was doing Temple, I was making some sales, and I sold a lot of the quality gems that I got in the lab from farming today. Well, not a lot. I sold maybe like 30-40 chaos worth of quality gems today. I picked up a few in the Dorianis. I picked up a few quality gems in there. That is... Alright, we're out. This level's stupid. Like, I did it how he wanted me to do it, and I don't... The jump doesn't line up. So, thank you, Mr. Carps. But no thanks. Alright. Arigato. Karupusan. Alright. Oh, whoops. Did we kill Micah? Micah-san, come back to us. There we go. Alright, last level of the night. Yo, how's it going? Mr. Jesus Cry. But the one before this one was the last one. But if you want to submit your level, I will play it next time. I'm not sure when that is. But soon TM. This is 256. BHF. What did you do to Micah? Submit your level. 20 seconds in Graveyard. Fast and Furious speedrun. Alright, let's check it out. Oh, I didn't hit the thing. That could be costly. You gotta kill 60 Goombas. That's a lot of Goombas. Well, I missed the Goomba. Do you just run? This looks like where you just run. The speed run. 40-second speed run tight timer. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be something. Alright, so we need to figure out the tech. Okay, making some progress. Okay, I gotta hold B. I wonder if this level needs the Goombas. Do you think the Goombas make... Having to get the jump on the Goombas in the hard spot and getting the ricochet off the jump, do you think that improves the level? What are chat's thoughts? You have to jump on them, and you have to jump on them with speed, because if you don't have speed, it's not going to line up right. Alright, so I have to not do a full... I have to not do a full jump off of him. I have to not do a full jump off of the first one, but I have to do a full jump off of the last one. Terrace map tier 15, unoptimized corruption plus 20 quality. Nice. Feels bad, man, when I'm gonna have to ID all my maps now because I'm scaredy boy for max res. Max min res. Okay, so that's good. I actually don't mind what you stream. I actually don't mind what you stream if I corrupt them. And it's Elemental Reflect, you just die, yeah. Unless you're Caustic Era, right, smiley face? No regen max res is noticeable. Bleh. Yeah, you know pretty fast if you have an un-ID'd map and it's and it's not a mod you want. It becomes apparent pretty quickly. I know I'm missing the Goombas, but let's learn. Alright, so here you just murder a bunch. I'm not sure why that didn't line up. Caring about mods. Yeah, imagine being a summoner. I mean, don't you care about... Well, you used to care when you were Spectres, right? But now you're that spider stuff. Spectres you care if you have Reflect, because it kills your Spectres. But Spiders, you just make new ones, right? Although, I still, if you've got Reflect on Spiders, but they're Chaos damage, right? Oh, they're Chaos Spiders, never mind. The Spiders can't die? What? Why did Summoners... Why were they so trash? Summoners... No one used to play Summoners. They're like, Necromancer is the meme witch ascendancy. So how did they decide when they fixed Summoners? Like, let's just not fix it. Let's not fix it. Let's just make it insanely OP. Like, what was the logic behind that? GGG. Please explain, GGG Senpai. They're on a timer, it's like SRS, I guess. Okay. Like, what? What? Why was that necessary? I will say I did not see it going that route. I did not see it going from speedrun in the first half to get the Fire Flower and kill a bunch of Goombas in the second half. Alright, so that's just rip now. So you hit these things with a bunch of stars. Not sure why we need this. Enemy spam. Got him! Got him, you went the wrong way. Okay. Skip. Ah, shoot. Alright, so you need to be little here, right? Why is that one still alive? Baby Rage, nay. What is continue? Is it try hard yay? I forget what continue was. Survivor Goomba. I don't know where I'm missing the Goombas. Where were those three there? What? Were they just not loaded in? What? That stack of 3 Goombas. Where did those come from? I was holding down B. Bleh. I'm not sure why. I swear I'm holding down B. I'm not sure why I get the height off of that Goomba sometimes and I don't others. Might be how you land on it. Oh, I hit it there. I hit it. I'm holding down B. I don't know why. I don't know why you get the good jump off of the Goomba sometimes and not others. Okay, we missed it there. I also don't think this level needs. Like it seems like the theme of this level is just massacre Goombas. Like it seems like the creator wanted to have a level where you just kill a lot of Goombas. And I don't know why these need to be in here though, other than it would well, it wants to start off as a speed run, so it does, and it's like, oh wait, I have to incorporate killing Goombas into the speed run portion, so let me put them in the ground. Even though it's super janky. So there's that. Then the second half just turns into just mash the fire flower. And then you go back to speedrun. There's no Goombas after that. Then you just go into a speedrun where I assume that during like the creation, doing the level was probably like 32 seconds, so I was like, alright, I need to round this up to an even timeline, an even time, so I can upload it at that time, so then just adds that long section to account for the bonus time to actually make it be a tight timer. I don't know. The level does a lot of stuff. I'm not sure what the theme is supposed to be here. Like, I feel like this level wants to be a lot of things at once. Like, it wants to do, like, a bunch of... Like, it wants to have a clear condition. It wants to be a quote-unquote speedrun level in the sense of, like, the speedrun sticker in Mario Maker. But I think if it just focused on one concept, it might... Like, what even is this here? Like, it's just like, alright, time to massacre some Goombas. Let's put some over here and then a shell jump and line it up with coins. So, I don't know. I feel like this level might be doing a little too much of everything. And if it just focused on one thing, it could have a lot of potential. But instead, it wants to just have a lot of stuff. A big mix. No hate on Goomba. Doomba Goomba. Doomba Goomba Goomba. Blah. I still don't know how that stack of 3 Goombas just appeared out of nowhere. I still don't know what happened there. Big sus. Sus on those Goombas. They weren't there the day before because they were in the night meeting. Mafia Goombas. Mafioso Goombas. It is nice with the Switch SNES controller to have the start button in the center of the controller, so you can access, like, which works as like the plus menu. Because the plus button, see, like, what? I ran off. I didn't make the connection with the Goomba. Like, what? Thank you so much for playing my game. The plus button on the Switch Pro controller is in an awkward spot. Not, I mean, it's the button that's supposed to be like a secondary button. So it's not meant to be an easily accessible button. It's more like an extended options button. So it makes sense. It makes sense that it's not an easy spot, but having the start button in the center is nice. Like, I'm running, like, you literally run off that and you make contact with the Goomba. Like, there's no jump before there. So I'm not sure why sometimes I hit it and other times I don't. It's a mystery to me. Alright, well, this is a rip attempt. Goombas rise up. Doomba Goomba. Like, I don't know why I missed that one. I don't know. I think if the Goombas just weren't in the floor, and you would get more attempts at the second section, that would be good. But the Goomba, like, did you guys see that? How do I have to land on these? Like, this isn't a hit. So you gotta be flesh. That's not a hit. That's not a hit on the Goomba. Right? So you gotta land flesh. So, like, I don't know. Putting them on the floor feels really janky. They exclusively AoE damage over time. Alright, all those Goombas are dead. Alright, I got all the Goombas. Ah, great. Get this lovely section here. Having the start button in the center lets you get to start over a lot quicker. That's nice. Alright, we're out of there. Alright, that is it for Mario Maker for the night. I'm gonna play Path of Exile for like a couple hours. Booting up Path of Exile at 3:20 in the morning, always a great idea, right? What could possibly go wrong? But anyways, thanks guys for coming out. If you're headed off, appreciate checking out the stream today.